We famously heard Marissa Mayer end telecommuting at Yahoo. Do you think that's a bad idea? I mean, do you think this is going to change? Do you think people need to work in the office anymore?
Yeah. So we differentiate between what we call peacetime companies and wartime companies, and then peacetime CEOs and wartime CEOs. And Yahoo is a wartime company with a wartime CEO. They have to fix their company. They have to become far more innovative than they've been for the last 10 years. And I think Marissa's right. To do that, people need to be in the same room. With today's technology, to do that, people need to be in the same room. I think in 10 years, when telepresence is as good